Hey guys, Loco here. We're going to be doing patch 9.4 notes. I'm super excited for patch 9.4. Most of Riot's changes have been in the right direction, so yeah, let's have at it. KARTHUS, Q damage decreased. Okay. So they took off 5 damage from his Q. I mean, Riot says it here, how KARTHUS spams his Q more than any other champions cast their abilities, so the 5 damage off should matter a lot. I mean, overall, I actually don't think KARTHUS is problematic fundamentally as a champion. I don't think KARTHUS... Actually, I do think KARTHUS is fundamentally problematic as a champion. I misspoke. KARTHUS has this issue that mages shouldn't have guaranteed damage. That's the problem. Mage damage is supposed to be more random and wild. That's why they get better items than AD carries, right? Think of it this way, because mages, it doesn't matter how much AP you have to hit your spells, so mages don't have guaranteed damage, so they can have better items. AD carries always have guaranteed damage, so they have worse items than mages. That's like the theory for mages. But KARTHUS isn't that. KARTHUS damage is guaranteed. His E damage is guaranteed. Like, he can walk up to you and just, if he's close enough, his Q damage is guaranteed with the W, and no need to talk about his ult. It's guaranteed damage. So the problem with mages that have guaranteed damage is they scale incredibly well with the mage items because they have guaranteed damage, and that's kind of the problem that KARTHUS is running into. So, I mean, overall, good changes. I think someone told me that maybe KARTHUS shouldn't have a global ult. Well, I don't think that's that problematic that he has a global ult. It would be one way to nerf him, but it would also change the identity of KARTHUS. So far, I'm fine with these KARTHUS changes. Let's see what happens to KARTHUS. Lucian, W cost increase, base damage decrease. So this basically makes it so you can't spam W much as in lane. Like, it was a way to play Lucian where you spam W, you get your mana flow band, and sometimes you would even max W and start Doran Ring. Riot did not like this play style for Lucian because it bypassed one of his weaknesses, which is outranging the Lucian and also kind of draining him of mana. So yeah, this is Riot removing one aspect of Lucian that they didn't intend for him to be so strong at. Rek'Sai. Borrowed Q now grants Fury. Unborrowed Q ends when burrowed for more than 1 second. Rek'Sai now burrows on respawn. Tremors and visuals brightened. R is undodgeable. So they're basically giving Rek'Sai a lot of quality of life changes. Burrowed Q giving Fury is actually a big one, so you can go burrow Q and then go smack, smack, smack 3 times and then get your E off. So yeah, I mean, I think these are good changes for Rek'Sai, and I'm fine with Rek'Sai being in the game and being a prominent champion. I actually think Rek'Sai is one of the healthier junglers. His gank patterns are good. There's a lot of outplay potential. Maybe not so much outplay potential with the ult, but we'll see. Generally, I like the changes, and it will make Rek'Sai way more viable and easier to play. Sylas. Q radius increase versus champion. W heal decrease. R no longer fizzles if Sylas loses vision of his target. I actually really like this. So Q radius increasing versus champions, which makes it easier to hit in lane. It was incredibly hard to hit in lane a lot of times. And I love the W heal being down. The W heal was so broken about Sylas. It made Sylas incredibly sticky. And his R being fine whenever you steal an ultimate. And even if you lose the vision, and also you no longer drawing turret aggro whenever you use R, all good changes. Riot's killing it with these changes. So Thresh. Q cost increased, cooldown increased early. So one thing that was problematic right now is with a lot of the supports nerfed, Thresh is blind picked a lot. And I don't think that's a good state for Thresh to be in, for him to be a blind pick. So Riot nerfing Thresh, pretty good. Thresh should be a champion with clear strengths and weaknesses, and being blindable is not I don't think it's a good state for a Thresh to be in. Got nerfed, finally. Goddamn, I can't believe this champion made it without Earth in 9.3. Q cost increase, W shield decrease, cost increased early, hitting him in laning, which is very important because he was so dominant in lane. He's still going to be strong in team fight, but this hits him in lane, which is, I think, a correct change. So someone's asking if I can talk about if it's going to make the champions more viable or less viable in pro play. So I'll talk about it. KARTHUS still going to see pro play. Lucian's still going to see pro play. Might go down a little bit in priority. Rek'Sai might see pro play now. Definitely might. Because early game prio as a jungler is important. Silas already seeing pro play. I think these changes are good for him overall. So it is a nerf, but a very slight nerf. So I think he's still going to see pro play. Thresh gonna see definitely gonna see less pro play. Urgot no longer gonna be permaban. This will make Urgot's laning a little bit more viable to lane into. So he's still gonna be a strong pick, but very much not as must pick, must ban champion anymore. So for Yasuo, attack damage decreased, Q crit damage decreased. Yasuo is actually such an insane champion right now. I think the ship plus IE power spike on Yasuo is one of the strongest versions of Yasuo. Like 9.3 Yasuo I think was one of the strongest versions of Yasuo. It just went so under the radar because a lot of people ended up not picking him. But nerfs to Yasuo, really good to see. It's not going to kill Yasuo. I know Yasuo mains are whining, but I promise you the crit item changes made Yasuo way stronger than he needed to be. Zed. Attack speed growth increased, Q damage increased, W recast range increased, cooldown decreased, R no longer grants attack damage on kill. So basically what they were trying to take away from Zed was Zed's Deathmark had this thing, if you kill the target, you would get their AD back if you kill them under Deathmark. They're taking power away from that and putting it into Q and W and attack speed, so he's going to make him a better split pusher and better in lane. Zed is going to see more pro play, and I love Zed, and I personally play a lot of Zed, so I would love to see him in pro play. Oh, Conqueror, this is the big one. Grant stacking adaptive force on damaging enemy champions. At max stacks, converts a potion of damage versus champion to true damage and heals for that amount. Jesus. So what they're trying to do is make Conquerors a good tool for fighters without it being so bursty. I mean, overall, I like the direction of this change. I think the old Conquerors was so bullshit for everyone involved. For the people that were using it, it gave you so much true damage, and it made armor not matter. This way, while you do some true damage, you can also heal up too, so it's better for split pushers versus tanks in the side lane theoretically. That's what they're trying to achieve, where bruisers take conquerors versus tanks, and it's good that way. What to say about this change? It's now adaptive force, so you can use it on AP champions too. I think this is a good change for conquerors. I think old conquerors came with so much problems, so this is a good change. How good it'll be, we'll have to see, but it is a good direction to take conquerors mastery. Hashinshin, I can hear you yelling all the way from my house. Old Conqueror was broken. Now it's not broken. It might be underpowered right now, but I'm sure they'll buff it if they need to. Old Conqueror was broken. This is a good change. Essence Reaver, attack damage increase, cooldown reduction is now unique. Good. Essence Reaver was weak. I told people were buying Sivir Essence Reaver first. It's fucking bad. Don't buy Essence Reaver first. You should go Zeal item into IE. I still think you should go Zeal item into IE. Never buy Essence Reaver first, guys. Mid patch 9.3. This is what just killed Frost Fancy, which was a lot of bullshit. Little bit of buff to Azir's late game. Little bit of buff to Mega Gnar form. I love Gnar. I think his laning is way too weak. He can't bully people anymore, and he gets bullied out by the other range champions, and this doesn't really help that much. It's a good change, but it doesn't really help him where he actually needs the help. Hecarim, Q cost, E cooldown decreased. Wow, that's actually interesting, because I think Hecarim is actually super problematic for some of the jungle patterns, and the fact that they're buffing him and buffing his early game. I'm worried about this change. I think this might push Hecarim over the edge, and we might even see professional Hecarim, like pro play Hecarim. Rengar fixed the bug where Q dealt more rank 1 damage than intended. Okay, good. Well, rank 1 Q used to do 70. Holy shit. No wonder Rengar felt so strong early. What the fuck? That's so bullshit. It used to go 70, 45, 60, 75. Are they fucking serious? That was an actual bug that was in the game. What to say? Oh, Saber W also dealt more damage than intended, but it was very slight, so it's not that big. The Varus bug, this is when Varus W actually didn't increase damage. Glad they fixed that. I'm the one that popularized the bug. That's me, yeah, that's me. Yep, don't build Storm Ragers on Kai'Sa. Thank you. You know, Riot just making recommended items better. These are all good. Quality of life change, W cost decrease, attack speed increase, quality of life change. These are all good. Okay, now the first wave of top and bottom lane minions are ghosted for 28 seconds. So you can't block them anymore. This is more of a pro play change. RF change, I don't play ARMRF, so I'm not even gonna care about that. Canon visual effects, Olaf visual effects, Riven visual effects, Wukong visual effects. Good, good. And some animation. Okay. I mean, overall, I like the changes. I like how Riot's doing very small changes now, and they're just like pushing things tiny bit, tiny bit, tiny bit. Overall, I think game balance, Riot has been doing such a good job with game balance. I'm very happy with 9.4. Good job, Riot.